The goal of Vamp on the Batwalk is to win tricks of cards, to be the player with the most points after 3 rounds, or to be the first player to collect 10 points. To begin the game, set the stage by arranging the box like so. Next, each player chooses a character and collects the character's deck, reference cards, and playing piece. They then place their player piece on the start section of the stage and put their deck with the other players' decks to be shuffled together. They keep their reference card nearby to keep track of certain rules that we will cover in a moment. All the leftover cards and characters are put to the side as they will not be used on this game, you see. Once all the players' decks are shuffled together, deal 5 cards to each player. They may not look at the cards, but must hold them facing away from themselves so that everyone else can see what they are holding. This means players can have a good idea for what they are holding just by looking at what everyone else has in their hand, but seeing as there will be some cards left over, there will still be an unknown element to what you're really holding. So that's set up, let's talk about how the game plays. In each game there are 3 rounds, and in each round there are 5 shows. To start the game, the first player plays any card from their hand. This starts the first show, and the first card laid becomes the lead card, and the other players, going clockwise, lay down one of their cards, trying to end the show with their card being the lead card to win the show. I'll explain how this works in a bit, but before I go on, I want to clear up a misunderstanding that I had stuck in my head when I tried learning this game. The suits, though the cards have characters on them, do not determine which of the characters win the trick. Just because the red card is the lead card at the end of this show doesn't mean that the red character wins the trick. The player that laid down the lead card is the winner. Alright, back to business. So if laying down the lead card is how you win, how can we tell which card is the lead card? Well, starting off with the basics, we have numbered cards, 1 through 5. When one of these cards is the lead card, the players are trying to play number cards of the same suit, which are higher. In this case, we have a blue 3 as the lead. The next player plays a blue 2, which is lower than the lead card, so blue 3 remains the lead card. The third player plays a green 5, which is a different suit. So even though it's higher numerically, it doesn't become the lead because it didn't follow suit. The last player, however, plays a blue 4, which beats out the blue 3 and becomes the lead card, winning the show. So, why would you play a card of a different suit if you know it can't win? Well, for one thing, you might not have any other choice. For another, there is a chance that you might steal the show by playing the same value card of a different color and winning a bonus point. For instance, here the lead card is a yellow 4. The second player plays a blue 5, which isn't in the same suit, so it doesn't take the lead. The next player, however, plays a green 4, which changes the suit to green, and the third player earns a bonus point. This means the leading card is now the green 4. But next, the last player plays a blue 4, which again steals the show, earning the last player a bonus point, and changes the leading suit to blue. Unfortunately for the last player, there is a higher blue card on the table, the 5 played by the second player. So in this case, the second player's card wins the show. Next up, let's talk about the star cards. These beat out any number cards, no matter the suit. If the high card was a red 5, it doesn't matter. This green star beats it. The only way to beat a star is to play another star card, or the last card on our list. Garlic cards are the lowest of the low. They are considered to be the least value when up against number cards and are pretty worthless until a star card is played. If there is any garlic on the table, stars become obsolete, and the last garlic to be played is the winner of the show. If all of this is difficult to remember, don't worry. It's summed up on your reference card pretty well. Number cards beat garlic cards. star cards beat numbers, and garlic beats stars. And if you play a card with the same value as the lead card, you get a bonus point, and your card's suit takes the lead. The round ends after the 5th show, at which time take all of the cards that were played as well as the ones you had left over and reshuffle and deal out 5 more cards to each player as before to start the next round. The game ends after 3 rounds, and the player with the highest score wins. Of course, if at any time a player gets 10 points, the game ends then and there, and they are declared the winner. So that's the game Vamps on the Batwalk. It's a simple game with a fun theme, and if it looks like a game you would like to try, check out the link in the description, and until next time, this is Hogwash, over and out. Catch you later.